Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. So I just filmed this little get ready with me and I think it was really fun. It was really long and I'm actually kind of nervous to edit this because it might be 2 hours long, but I talked a lot about shows. I got ready, I did my makeup, I did my hair because you guys really wanted to see my hair on camera. I did do a beach waves tutorial with my straightener that is normally my, my normal curly hair. So I'm gonna link that for you guys to watch. Today I used a wand. I haven't used a wand in forever. So, it's just, I'm not really sure about it, but you guys are gonna see it all unfold in this video today. So if you guys want to get ready with me, please keep watching. I kind of start off like a little bit sleepy because I hadn't really spoke until I started filming this video, but it gets better. I promise you, I get some more energy throughout this video and it gets really fun. We talk about a lot of shows, like probably too much. So yeah, keep watching. So this time I'm starting off with my foundation and concealer, my base basically already done just because it takes a lot of time in this video to do all that, and like I did it last time and it compromised me not doing my hair on camera because I didn't want to have an hour-long video. So if you want to see how I got this base, it's in my last get ready with me. And I'm also back with my hair soaking in dry shampoo with this dang headband, looking crazy, but just gonna jump right into doing my bronzer, blush, highlighter, all that stuff, and it's gonna be a chit chat get ready with me as we've been doing. This is my second one. I told you guys I'm probably gonna do them like once a month, so I think this is really fun. I really just love sitting down and talking to you guys. I don't know what it is about it. It's relaxing for me. Today I am getting ready for I'm going to a birthday dinner kind of thing for my boyfriend. Well, today's Friday, his birthday was on Wednesday, but tonight we have a dinner with his family. And then after we're going out to LA to go stay at my sister's place. And then in the morning, we're going to Santa Barbara. So he has a whole lot of birthday celebrations happening. But let's get this makeup going because I feel like an egg right now. You guys know, this is a vulnerable moment. With this headband, I dare you to pin your hair back, put this headband on, tuck your ears in, and have only foundation on or no makeup and not feel vulnerable, especially on camera. So let's start with a bit of bronzer. I'm gonna use Benefit Hoola, very popular bronzer. I'm sure you guys know the deal with this. I am gonna just use this little Real Technique brush. Basically the same situation as my last get ready with me. So I'm basically using this kind of as a contour shade today. And then I think I'm gonna go over it again with, not go over this, but go over my face with Matte Gimme Sun, to darken it up a little bit, bronze it up. This is more so contour vibes. So I'm gonna hit that forehead because it is out, and I feel like I can speak more once I get past a few of these steps. I told you guys that in my last video. When I was doing my foundation, I'm give me a few minutes, okay? I need to focus hard for a few seconds. I also feel like this is my first time really talking today, so sorry if I seem a little tired. I need to warm up a little bit. We gotta get with it. I'm sure in the intro I had more energy than this, but I don't know what's happening. I'm a little sleepy. It's the time of the month. I'm sorry, I don't know if I love when people share that. I'm okay, I don't know what you want me to do with that information. But I feel like you also can relate, for those of you that are it's just merp, okay, so I think that looks good for that. Now I'm gonna do some Matte Gimme Sun to bronze it up. I love Matte Gimme Sun, best bronzer for sure. It's the best tone. I found it through Desi Perkins, and she's Latina, she has a deeper skin tone than me, different shade of skin, and it always looks so gorgeous on her. And then I am completely different. I have very fair, I would say peach tone skin. She's more so yellow tone. If you're unsure, I feel it's a good one to test out. And I even like to use it as eyeshadow every now and then. I love to do a bronzer eyeshadow moment. I like to use whatever I'm using on my face, on my eyes as well, for a monochromatic, also just a fast look, You don't gotta pick out eyeshadow, you just pick up from the bronzer you used. I guess I'm going really bronze today, I don't really know what's happening right now. Kind of just zoning out. Oh, okay. We need to stop with the bronzer. How much more can I really do? Let's do some blush, okay? This is the Morphe 9B palette, and I kind of just you know, like get it all in there. Like I'm not really, there's like not one color I like love. I mean, I love them all, but there's not like one particular one I'm using. I'm kind of mixing them all up. This is like a matte blush moment on my cheeks. And you guys know I love to do like the brush across my nose and everything and kind of like put blush all over. That's what I love for like the spring and summer. And I'm still doing it for fall and winter because I just think it's really pretty and looks really healthy and like flushed. But I like to do that technique with like a blush that has a little bit of sheen in it. So I move on to the MAC Like Me Love Me blush. I need to pick up a blush like for fall. That's something that I love to do. Pick up like a new MAC mineralized blush every season. I feel like it just really spruces up your beauty routine and makes you feel like you're doing something new. And I think a blush is really pretty. So you can see that has like a little bit of glow in it. At least I hope you can see. I can see. So I just kind of like dust more of that on and I carry it on just all the way across. So here, there, just dust it on. Makes it look like you have like a little bit of a tan peeking through. Like, I don't know what it is about this technique. I just really, really like it. Now, before I do like my highlight or anything, I like to clean up my bronzer and blush. Like, wow, I can't even speak. Okay. Get it together. So I've been using this Cover FX loose setting powder as of recently. This is something that's changed since my last Get Ready With Me and I wanted to talk about it. I've been wanting to switch over from the Laura Mercier mainly because it has talc in it and I have just heard terrible things about talc. It supposedly causes cancer. Like, don't take that from me. That's just what I've heard. And there's like warnings about it. Like, I don't know. It's just not supposed to be good for you. And that has talc in it. And I'm like, I am full blown like ingesting that every single time I do my makeup. And it's also just like on your skin. And your skin is your biggest organ. So I've heard. I'm not a doctor, but I don't feel good about using it. So I have switched over to this Cover FX loose setting powder and it's talc free. So very excited about that. So that's what we're using today. I'm picking it up with my same Sigma brush. I love to use this brush to clean up my bronzer and blush. And I just do this. And I let that kind of bake. And I'm sure you guys, I know this still isn't like probably like the cleanest of products because it's not like clean beauty or anything. It's just a Cover FX product. But we're making small strides because until I find or hear about a natural, really good loose setting powder that I can bake with, this is what we're using. And I'm just happy about not having talc in it. So, you know, small steps in the right direction, I think. So I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit, and while that sits, I'm gonna do my highlighter. So let's do that. Using my Broken Up Gilded Honey from Laura Mercier. It's like cracked, but I still use it because I love it. And I'm using this little Morphe brush, just dusting that on. You like that accent? Dusting it on. I don't know what just happened. Glowy, and like, you know, people like to do like glowy in the spring and summer, matte in the fall and winter. I like to be glowy year round. Like, why wouldn't I want to look glowy, youthful, and just having my highlight popping all year round? Like, I don't know why we wouldn't want to do that all year round. Like, I get it, maybe you don't want like super wet looking makeup in the fall because it's just not the vibe, but like always put on highlighter. Like, why would you not put on highlighter just because it's fall? So whenever I do that, I like to pick up that same like blush brush, that's always a tongue twister, and kind of just blend that out, make sure all the product blends together seamlessly. Wow, okay. Okay, gonna dust that off, and I feel like that's enough talk about like what I'm doing. Like, you guys get the idea. This is a Get Ready With Me, not a makeup tutorial. Like, I don't know why I'm going so hard on what products I'm using and my technique and everything. Like, you guys are just here to watch me get ready. Like, what am I doing? Okay, so let's chat now. So, you guys seem to like my last Get Ready With Me and like the idea of doing them once a month, because I like the idea of it because I feel like I can just sit, chill, get ready, and I find that I really like Get Ready With Me's now. I don't love tutorials like I've told you guys because I think they're like, they're not my style of content. I don't watch them. I think they're a little forced. So I like these where it's natural. You're just watching me get ready. It's chill. And I find that I like it because I can get ready on camera. Like, I take so long to get ready, so like the process of getting up and getting ready to film and actually filming takes so long, so I could just like kill 2 birds with 1 stone and get ready on camera, and then I'm done filming and I'm ready. I don't have to waste time getting ready. Like, are you guys catching my vibe? Like, I just really like that. I think it's fun just like doing this once a month, sitting down and chatting and catching up with you guys and like touching base. Like, I don't know, because you know, I don't get to just talk about whatever I want. Every single one of my videos are pretty like, you know, they all have a topic, and I try to stay on topic as much as I can. I post a lot on my story on Instagram throughout the week and stuff, and that's kind of like where you guys, like, I think connect with me like more personally, because you can message me and you see what I'm doing every day. But I know not all of you have Instagram, so that's what we're doing here, catching you up on my life. Well, I don't know if that's that serious. We don't catch up on my life. We just chat about random things, and that's what we're doing. So wow, hopefully that's the last time I talk about that, because I feel like I talked about why I like Get Ready With Me as my last Get Ready With Me too. Like, it's just like chill. But let's do my brows real quick. I'm using this little Benefit thing. I don't even know what it is. I got it as a sample and I freaking love it. It's Bravo conditioning primer. Basically just like primes your what are they called? Primes your eyebrows, and it kind of like sets them in place almost like a gel, but it like just gets them ready for the product, and I really like it. I feel like it keeps all my hairs in line, and it just does everything right. So, and the sample has lasted me so long, so I can't imagine how long like a full size product would last. And one thing I mentioned also in my last Get Ready With Me is that I want to potentially talk about shows every single one of these Get Ready With Me's. We chat, we hang out, we talk about shows we're liking. You guys comment what shows you think I should watch, what I would like. And I just am gonna kind of like talk about current shows that I'm loving and current shows that I am watching. So let's do my brows real quick. Hold on. This is the Precisely My Brow Pencil from Benefit, but it's in this shade Auburn, I think it's Auburn. Well, it's 2.75 if that's the color. I believe that's like the Auburn shade. First I was like, this is like way too orange for me, because they sent it to me. I didn't get to pick what color I got, and I thought the taupe would be better. And I do think the taupe would be better, but I love this pencil, so I'm honestly making this Auburn work, and I kind of mix it with my brown one from NYX, and it works fine. Like, it's a little bit lighter than I normally would wear, but the pencil formula is so good. I feel like I look really bright. Okay, I turned on the brightness a little bit. I hope that helped. I really like this pencil. The formula's bomb. But I definitely have to like mix it. I feel like I have a really interesting brow color, like for a blonde. I don't know about like interesting, but like different. Like, I have very dark eyebrows, but they're still like they're not brown, but they're like a deeper like dirty blonde color, I would say. So I feel like I can kind of like get away with this color. I don't know what it is. I really love the spoolie on this brush too. Like, 'tis a good spoolie. Okay, so shows that I'm loving right now, or let's just talk about shows that I'm watching. Or okay, since the last time you saw, wow, I can't like make up my mind. Since the last time you saw me, I was talking about In the Dark. I've been done with that. Like, that I feel like I finished so long ago. Can't wait for season 2. If you guys haven't watched it, go watch it, so that they keep making episodes. Well, keep making seasons, I mean, because, you know, I just like worry about it getting canceled because it was only on for 1 season. It's a great show, but like, whenever the show's on their first season, I'm like, oh gosh, like, I hope they make it, you know what I mean? Since you guys saw me last, I watched this show called The Society, and another one that's only on its first season. It's a Netflix original. If you guys watched it, comment below, tell me your thoughts, let's chat about it. But I started watching it because I listened to The Morning Toast. If you're a toaster, also comment below, because I'm a toaster. I mentioned that in my last video. So they recommended to watch it, and I really liked it. It was very interesting. It was like very entertaining. It was kind of weird because it's a very like weird premise. Like, I feel like I was trying to recommend it to people and like explain it, but like people like were like, okay, that sounds weird, like I'm not watching that, you know. Which I don't know, like I feel like it's a show maybe not for everyone. It's something that I think I wouldn't have normally liked, but something about it, like I just wanted to know what was gonna happen. I wanted to know what, why, who, you know. So it's basically about these high school students. Something weird is going on in their town, but they don't really explain what or why. Like I feel like we still, even though the season ended, I still don't know what the heck or why. But okay, so something weird is going on, and they basically get on a bus to go on a school trip, and I'll like sleep on the bus because it's a long road trip, and then when they wake up they are home, but it's not their home. It's basically like a parallel universe, which like that doesn't sound good, and I don't know if I'm giving it like the justice it deserves with that description. But basically they're the only ones there. All their parents are gone, all their family's gone. They can't figure out why. They're trying to figure out what happened, how to survive with the little that they have left. It's like only that town, it's only them. Basically like Lord of the Flies. Okay, so that's kind of like, I feel like what it's inspired by. Like they have to just like, they're left to figure out what the heck to do and how to survive and how to like make the rules, and like, you know, there's just like no police, there's no mayor, there's no president, there's nothing. So it's just like pure anarchy, and they have to figure it out. So I think it's interesting. I like was watching because I wanted to know what was gonna happen, like who was gonna roll what, who did what happened, you know, and why they got there. And there's still a lot of like things left unanswered, so I'm excited for the next season. It's typically not a show I would be drawn to, but I just kept listening to the Morning Toast talk about it on the show, and I just like, I had to give it a shot. And it's one of those like 10 episodes, one season kind of thing. I definitely think give it a few episodes, because I feel like the first episode of a show is like rarely like, oh yeah, this show is so good. You're usually still like left wondering, and I feel like my curiosity is usually what leads me to watch a few episodes rather than me thinking the show is really entertaining and good, because it takes me a few episodes to get into something. Like I'm not like a fan, you know, like right when it starts, like I'm like, okay, let's see what this is about. Like I'm interested. I'm not like a stan, you know, like I'm not like, oh, I love these characters. It's like you're still wondering what's happening and why. So that mainly is what leads you to keep watching. So it's good. But I definitely think give it a few episodes, give it a shot, because at first it's like a little bit like, maybe this isn't for me. I think it's pretty good. But so that's something that I watched within the last time of us doing this Get Ready With Me. That was like, I watched that like last month. I finished it like within, I think like a week and a half or something, because it's only 10 episodes. I am watching a new show now. I feel like I'm basically always watching a show. I go through periods where I don't have a show, and those are just like dark times, you know? Those are times I'm usually watching like, all I watch is YouTube videos, you know? But for the most part, I love to have a show to watch, because I just need something to like unwind at the end of the day, and something to unplug with, you know? Like if it's just like one episode a night or something, like before I go to bed, like I love to have something entertaining like that to watch. So pretty much always watching a show. That's why I wanted to like always talk about shows in these videos, because I know everyone loves shows. Like who doesn't love a good show? If you don't, I don't know if we can get along, you know? But and I had you guys request if okay, I feel like I've got my energy back. Like I was a little bit like down in the dumps at the beginning of this, and like it got better. Like can we just point that out really quickly? A few of you guys asked me to do a video about all of my favorite shows, and I don't really know if that would be like a good video, more so like a blog post, you know? Like I feel like it would fit on my blog really well, but I feel like that's going to be a huge undertaking for a post, because I feel like I've watched so many shows and I have so many recommendations for you guys. I have to break it down like into genres and like your taste, and I have to like break down every show, like why it's good, why I like it, whatever. So maybe we'll do that eventually. I think it's going to be a pretty huge hefty blog post, and I might have to break it up into a few parts. But if you guys want to hear that, see that, comment below and I will do it. But maybe I'll talk about the show that I'm watching now, but maybe for now let's just chat. Like let me just mention like maybe my top 3 shows ever, because I think that's interesting, but now I have to like really think about it. I mean, number 1 is undeniably number 1. It's like I'm obsessed. I'm heartbroken now because it's over, and I'm sure you guys can guess what it is. It's Game of Thrones. I don't think anything could ever compete with that. I have loved a lot of shows, but there is nothing like the stanhood of Game of Thrones. Like I am just there will forever be a piece of my heart missing without that show now. Like, I don't know if that's intense, but like, I loved it so much. Like, there's something about it. Like, just those types of shows like spark like such like fandom, you know? Like, it's like you can only like a show like let's give an example, like In the Dark. You can only like a show like that so much. Like, that's not like, you're not like standing all the characters and like obsessed with all of that. Like, it's not super complex. Like, Game of Thrones is complex. The production's amazing. It's been on for so many years. It's based off of books. Like, it's like a Harry Potter kind of thing, like, you know, where people are just like obsessed. Star Wars, like, there's just something about that genre of like movies, TV, books, like, that really just like bring out the fans and the stans, and I stan, okay? And we're not gonna get too deep into it because sis, like, I can go on all day, and I don't think we should. I need to do my eyes. Like, I'm just like dilly-dallying here. I think for my eyes, I'm gonna use this little Almay Pure Gold Baby little shadow quad. A little bit of fall moment. I feel like I need to mix it up and do something like fallish for this video, you know, like while we're here. And I'm trying to like set up a little mirror, but I don't think that's really gonna work. I'm still gonna keep it really simple on my eyes. I'm just gonna use something different for the colors, you know? So I think I'm just gonna kind of like, you know, twist around all this. Like, it's one block, but there's like 4 different colors. They're all really similar. Just one's shimmery, one's not. I'm just gonna dust it on my eyes, I think. But yeah, Game of Thrones is #1. Also, these get ready with me videos, I say like comment below for like literally everything I say. But like, that's just the theme of these videos, I guess. Like, I want you guys to like tell me what your favorite thing is and everything, you know? So if Game of Thrones is your favorite show of all time and you're a stan and you're obsessed and you're heartbroken now because it's gone, comment below and let me know. The only thing that's really keeping me going is knowing that there's gonna be spin-offs, and like, I just truly cannot wait. Like, I cannot wait for that because I'm obsessed, like I said. I mean, like, I'm not like in my room like wearing like Game of Thrones t-shirts, like that kind of vibe, but like, I just love it. Whatever, I've talked about this. Shows are just like a great way to unplug from your real life and your real problems, and like, you know, it's just a way to focus on something else, and like, it's a stress relief. I know people probably feel that way about books and like you know, like music and like things like that you can just like lose yourself in, and I love, you know, all that for those reasons too. So if you guys feel the same way, make sure you comment below. You already know what I was gonna say. So I think that's it for like that kind of shadow. Now I'm gonna put like a shimmery on. I'm going to use just the highlighter I used. I'm going to put it on my lid and on my inner corner. I'm just using this like flat shadow brush. It's just a like gold highlighter that I used, and I think it looks really good on my lids too. Gives like a shine. Okay, yeah, that's my #1. Wow, we need to move on from that. #2 is probably Sons of Anarchy. All-time fave. Like, I've had shows that I've loved, like I've said, since then, but there's just something about that show that is just so good, and like, no one can compete besides Game of Thrones, obviously, but they're in different lanes. So yeah, that's my next one, Sons of Anarchy. If you've watched that, like, comment below. Let me know if you guys loved that show too. That was such a good one, and I missed that. I know they have a spin-off now. I don't watch it, so like, what kind of true fan am I really? I don't know. I tried watching it, I just like couldn't get into it. I really just wanted it to be about the same story, and I hope I don't feel that way about the Game of Thrones spin-offs, which I don't think I will, because like, it's the same like world. It's just like a prequel, you know? And I think I just have a different type of like stanhood for Game of Thrones rather than Sons of Anarchy. I love Sons, but like, you know, that's my second show. And I think my third show, like, those are both like drama shows. I have different categories, you know, like I love like the sitcom-y shows. Like New Girl is my jam. Sex and the City is one of my all-time favorite shows. Girls is one of my all-time favorite shows. But those are like in different lanes, you know, like those are sitcom-y, like drama comedy things, you know, like stress relief, kind of like anxiety relief kind of shows. Like, you know, they bring like comfort. Like, I feel like New Girl is something that I put on when I just like want to lay in bed and relax, and I don't want to focus on it, but I just want to like chill out, or like just, you know, if you're feeling stressed, like I feel like those are, for me, shows are like anxiety calming, and that's what those shows are for me. And what other shows? Schitt's Creek I love. That is a great one. That's like a newer favorite because, you know, it has been out for me, it has, I haven't been watching it for like years and years. Like Sex and the City I've been watching since I was in high school, because it would come on E every single day after school, and I like had seen every episode that way because I just loved it. And then I watched it all like on HBO Go like a few years later, like when it was, you know, appropriate enough for me to watch it. And so I've been watching that for years and years, and I love that show so much. Like that is one of my faves for sure. But maybe my third like drama, like long form type of show. Okay, it's gonna be like a tie between Outlander and Shameless. Like I can't really pick. Outlander is a great one. If you guys love Game of Thrones, I feel like you're the same kind of like demographic that Outlander is. It's just a little bit more like love based, also based off of books. It's a great show. Just go watch the trailer. I'm not going to fully explain the premise because I feel like we realized I'm not very good at that. But it's another great show, like, you know, period kind of piece kind of thing, like really good. It's in Scotland, and it's really great cast. It's on Stars. I feel like I love like the not network shows, like more so like the primetime shows, like, you know, like HBO, Stars, Showtime, those that are like, you know, they have a lot of money for like writing, production, amazing actors, so the quality is just like above so many other things that are on TV, you know. So I feel like those are like my favorite types of shows. But yeah, I think those are my top 3/3.5, 4, because I can't pick. I love Shameless. Shameless is a great one. Like, oh, such a good show. Love those. I'm sure a lot of you guys have watched those shows. They're all very popular. Okay, so before I do my mascara, I curled them, and then I am putting on this lash primer. This came as a sample with my L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara, and I've really been liking it. It's a tiny little sample, but I think I like it. Like, I feel like yesterday I used it and my lashes looked really long, so that was like, okay, I liked it. The first time I used it, I don't know if I saw a difference. Okay, but I feel like I need to stop talking so much because like we need to kick it into high gear here. Like I talked so long about Game of Thrones and like shows that I need to like move on. So I'm gonna let that kind of sit for a minute. Let it like dry before I put on my actual mascara. And then maybe while we're doing that, I'm going to put on my lipstick. Okay, so I'm going to kind of wear a lip combo I haven't worn in a little bit. It's still very similar to what I always wear, which is a nude. But this is MAC Oak lip liner and MAC Kind of Sexy lipstick. I love MAC lip products. That's what I wear probably every single day. Mix it out occasionally, but for the most part, huge fan. So let's focus on this, and let me make sure you guys can see it because last time I covered it. Okay, so that's basically my lip liner. The Lippy Kind of Sexy is kind of like a peachy, warm tone nude. It's really pretty. Ooh, I haven't worn this in so long. And every time I apply lipstick, I go over again with my lip liner to make sure lip liner and lipstick blend out. I feel like that's a huge tip. Like, you need to do this. Like, I would never just like walk out like this. You gotta blend it out. Love this lip combo. I need to bring this back out again. Definitely gonna be like wearing this every day for the next month because that's what I do. I literally like find something I like and then I'm just like obsessed, and that's all I wear, and then I move on. So love this lippy. Now let's put on my mascara, my actual mascara. Still rocking with this Voluminous Lash Paradise from L'Oreal. Really liking it. I get the waterproof version because I always get smudges on my under eye and on my like brow bone, so that's what you gotta do. That's it for my makeup. I think we are gonna move on to my hair, and I'm a little bit scared to like unveil this. Oh, again, here we are with a Betty Draper moment, just like in the last video. Okay, I'm kind of scared. So much dry shampoo in here. It's been sitting because I feel like that's just, what? I look like a crazy witch or something, like with like an old lady with white hair, you know? You know the vibes. Okay, so I think I'm gonna curl my hair because like, straightening it just isn't gonna go well right now. Like I feel like we need a little bend in it. Let me get my curling iron / maybe my straightener. I don't know what we're doing yet. And we'll do my hair and then we'll be freaking done with this video because this has been so long, and we'll chat more about the show that I'm watching now because shows. Yeah, okay, be right back. So I've decided that I'm gonna use my wand today because I thought like, let's mix it up. I've done hair tutorials on how to use my straightener. Like how interesting could it be if I did that again in this video? Like if you wanna see that, you could just go watch the video that I'm linking right up here, okay? So I thought we'd switch it up today. I haven't used my wand in so long and I'm actually kind of nervous to see how this comes out because like, it's just hit or miss with this for me. So we'll see how I do. First piece. I always burn my hands with this too. Like that's why I do not like using the wand, because it just like freaking fries me every single time. Like I have scars all over my hands, all over my arms from this wand. Okay, that curl looked pretty good. And we're gonna be careful. Like I'm really hoping I do not burn myself in this video. Like that'll be a success, but I didn't realize that's also probably why I really like using the straightener. Like I don't burn myself. Like that's crazy. I didn't even, like this might come out like a little too curly, but I kind of actually I burned my finger. Wow. Okay. It's already begun and I'm like literally only on the 4th piece. Ah. Like nervous. Oh, if you guys have missed my curl tutorials, I like to curl all in the same direction just because I find that works best for me. But do whatever you guys like. I'm not doing this part as a tutorial because this is like I'm learning as I go along. I haven't used my wand in a long time, so this is just like a get ready with me hair tutorial. Watch me remember how to use the wand. I'm just separating it into 2 different layers today because I don't have an answer. I don't know why I'm doing that. That's just what we're doing. Okay, so maybe let's talk about the other show that I'm watching now. So Marcus actually found this show. He wants like all the credit in the world because, you know, to be honest, I'm usually the one that finds all the shows. I find all the heat. I find all the fire. So he really is like wanting so much credit for finding one show in his life. I'm just kidding, Marcus. But he found it. We're watching it right now. It's called Snowfall and it is really, really good. We're still, well, I'm still on season 1. He went ahead of me. I'm on season 1. It is really good. I'm pretty sure it's like in the 80s or the 90s in LA. Kind of about like drugs. There's like a few main characters like in a few different storylines and like, you know, they're gonna come together soon, I'm assuming. Like they're kind of connected in their own way because like it's all about drugs, but like it's kind of 2 different perspectives. Like, you know, like 2 like big like one is like kind of like a big cartel-y kind of like drug kind of vibe, and then the other one is like, you know, just like someone from the hood selling drugs. Like, you know, he's young, he just like got into this world and like is trying to figure it out. Like he's in LA, so it's really good. Basically he's just like, you know, he's selling coke, they're selling coke, they're supplying coke. It's just basically like that kind of world, and I really don't know how to describe it. It's just kind of like his, you know, all of the things that you run into along the way of like being in that world, you know. So I definitely recommend it. It's on FX. You can watch it on Hulu. I feel like FX is one that really brings the shows too, like for like a network show. They do really well. Like, you know, they brought us Sons of Anarchy, so they just like deserve the world. They're another one that another network that I consider to like produce really great content. So yeah, the show's really good. Definitely recommend it. That's what I'm watching now. I'll update you guys more on it like when I finish it. I believe there's 3 seasons. I don't really know how else to describe it. Just watch the trailer. It's really good. I really started knowing nothing about it besides what my boyfriend told me. Like, you know, it's in the 80s. They're in LA. They're selling drugs. Like, what else do you need to know? If you like those kinds of shows, I think you'll like it. And I actually have a few hours for my hair to dye down, so it's fine if it's a little bit too curly. Like, I actually have a long time before we go to this dinner because obviously I had to film this video and I wanted to edit it. So I gave myself a long time, so I'm like ready for dinner at like 2 o'clock, like, and we're not going till later, obviously. So I have a few hours to work on this and get this video up for you guys. So I'm hoping that if this hair is too curly, it'll be ideal by the time we're going to dinner. You know what I mean? So I don't really know how this is looking, but like we're just winging it. I feel like it's gonna be one of those things that just kind of like figure it out as we go along. Ow, I just keep burning my fingers. This thing sucks. Oh, and I feel like I did that piece a little. I'm not sure about this. I still have to do the back, but okay. So just kind of brush it with this little comb right here. You guys know I love a behind the ear moment. I think it makes it look really sleek and pretty. I still haven't put any product, but I feel like my hair is just so like, has so much dry shampoo, it's like giving it some volume. But let's use this luminous hairspray. I'm just gonna kind of spray it just so it holds and gives it some texture. Probably gonna use a little bit of this finishing cream from the Way, because I have a lot of like little straggler hairs these days, little like flyaways, because I bleached my hair, so there's a lot of like little dead pieces, but you know, nothing a little finishing cream can't fix. I'm not gonna let it ruin the vibe. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Like, I'm gonna have to live with this hair for a few hours and see what happens, but I think it looks pretty good. Like, I think it'll do, you know? So yeah, that's all she wrote. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you like these Get Ready With Me's. Make sure you give me a thumbs up if you do. Comment below. Everything I told you guys to comment below. You have a lot of work to do, so like, I'm gonna let you guys go and do that real quick. Make sure you comment, like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. If you guys are subscribed, turn on your post notifications so you're notified every single time I upload a video. And yeah, this was like a fall Get Ready With Me, but we didn't really talk about anything fall, so like, what really makes this a fall Get Ready With Me besides the fact that this is a Get Ready With Me in the fall? Regardless, make sure you guys subscribe, turn on your notifications, because we are posting a lot of videos now for the fall season. I have a lot of content coming. I've had a lot coming out. It's been really fun. So I hope you guys are enjoying. And I will see you guys in my next video, because I'm not sure if that's this week or next week, but I have another big haul coming. You guys are going to love it. So I will see you guys then. Bye.